Practice folding saw method, twist and block. The ability to use even the smallest pieces of fabric to create a balanced and eye-catching pattern makes this block a special choice for transforming into a cathedral window design. Templates. Download and print the templates. Download the PDF with the templates to your preferred device and then send it to your printer. You will find the link to do it. Check the template section to find all the info. In this case, you have 4 pages to print. Make sure you have them loaded into your printer. If you are going to use them directly for cutting and ironing, print them on cardstock. If you are going to make them in template plastic, print them on paper and then prepare them with plastic. Understand the info. Now that you have all the sheets printed, let's look at each one so you have a clear idea of all the information they contain. See the template section for more info. On the first sheet, you have a scheme showing the block and the units that you need to make. This way, you can identify the units and keep them in order, knowing the place in the block. On the second, you have the templates for Unit A, the base and the folded pieces, W1 and W2. To avoid confusion, the base template of each unit have indications to place the folded pieces correctly. Observe the arrows. They indicate where to fold the piece and how to orient them according to the grain of the fabric. You have the templates for Unit B left and right on the third sheet. You will find the Unit C left and right on the fourth sheet. On the fifth and sixth sheet, you can also see the templates for Units D left and right. On the seventh and eighth sheets, you have the windows template to cut windows without seam allowance. You will use the numbers of each template when you do the project, and you can guide yourself with the scheme. Making the templates. You already understand all the information on the sheets, so let's prepare the template. Check the templates section to learn how to do it. Pieces. Preparing the muslin. Check the cutting techniques section to learn how to prepare the fabric before cutting. Prepare the muslin so that it is straight and without the serpage. Press well. Maybe add a little starch to make it easier to stack several layers of fabric in one stack. Check that the edges are lined up and that you are not missing fabric in any of the layers. Cutting the pieces. Arrange the template over the stack of fabric and check that the grain line is aligned with the grain of the fabric. Place the ruler over the template, aligning it with the edge of each one. Cut the bases and the folded pieces W1 and W2 for 2 units D, left and right, 2 units C, left and right, 2 units B, left and right, and 2 units A. Remember that in the cutting techniques section, you will find more instructions. Also, cut the window number 1 one time, number 2 2 times, number 3 1 time, and number 4 2 times. Organize the pieces. Keep all the pieces in order and place the template on top of each stack to know which piece it is. Units. To make this block, we're going to work with units A, B left and right, and C left and right. You've already got the pieces needed to build this unit, so let's get started. Choose one of the units to start. Look at the pile of pieces you have and take the basis of this unit. Take also the W2 and W1 that correspond to this unit. Start pressing the folded pieces following the fold line indicated on the template. Fold at one end and press to the other, being careful not to distort the bias of the fabric. When you have the 2 pieces folded, place them over the base in the way indicated by the template. You set these units aside and continue to work in the same way with all the remaining units. Always remember to keep the units in order and use the templates to identify them and place them over the stack of pieces. When you finish joining all the parts, prepare the sewing machine to sew the units. Take each unit carefully and place it under the presser foot. Align the border with a 1/4 inch mark or follow the sewing line on the template. Start sewing respecting this margin all the way around the units. Join the 3 pieces neatly. Be careful where the folded pieces meet. As you sew the units, keep them in order so you don't get confused. Use the template as labels by placing them on the stack of units that you are finishing. Block. When you have all the units done, start joining them together. Place the unit guided by the skin as if it were a puzzle. When you finish, organize the units into small groups as indicated in the figure. Now we are going to sew Unit A with Units B left and right. For this, we will use the Y-seam technique. You can consult the seam section for more information. Join Unit A with Unit B left at point C. Match the seams. Start sewing at a 1/4 inch from the edge, backstitch a few times, and continue sewing until you reach the other point, a 1/4 inch too. This is point C in the figure. Open the units and press the seam allowance down. Trim. Join Unit B right with Unit A and sew in the same way, leaving point C open. Press the seam open and trim. Open the 2 units and press the unit. Trim the seams. Join Unit C left and Unit C right at point B. Make the seam lines match up perfectly. Open the 2 units and press the unit. Trim the seams. Join the 2 C units with the 2 B units and sew nesting the seam. Take care that all the seams are aligned. Press and trim. Repeat the whole process and make another sector equal to this one. Now join the 2 sectors, matching the seams. Take care when sewing the A units so they lay flat when pressed. Open the seam allowance and press, trim the seams, and you have finished the block. Application. Window templates. Cutting. Prepare the templates and cut the pieces of fabric. Remember that you don't have the seam allowance for the windows. The edges are wrapped in the frame when applying. Place the fabric inside the window frame and secure it with a pin. Fold the fabric of the frame over the edge of the window fabric, straighten to form the window frame. You can sew it by machine or by hand. Now, take the Applying the Window section for a step-by-step instructions. Get ready for the project. To analyze the practice, you can use the table Practice with Muslin that you will find in the Resources section. Take note of each aspect, whether or not you achieved your goal, the level of difficulty you experienced, and the time it took to do it. Analyze the process and see if you need more practice. Take note of the points where you have struggled and consider what changes you could make to overcome them. With all the information you have, you can now complete the time management table for your project. Check the Resources section for more information. Read the tutorial instructions carefully and identify the different stages. Visualize each task based on your practice with muslin experience. Assign schedule according to your daily routine and start little by little, gradually incorporating these new activities. Choose the duration of each task so that you can perform it and according to your experience in practice. If it takes you an hour to complete the block, for example, don't give the task a half an hour duration. Take into account the stages that you have found difficult in practice. Consider repeating the practice before starting the project. If not, keep this in mind and pay more attention when doing the task. Now, go to the project section and let's get started.